up? What up? Y'all already know this is Punch on Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo, mi gente. What up? What up? Hold on, let me turn it. Hey yo, turn this thing off right quick. Hold on, man. All right. We back at it. We back at it. What's good, y'all? What's good, man? I wasn't planning to go live. But I was just thinking. You know, I was watching Amanda Serrano versus Erica Cruz again. You know, I was out there in Madison Square Garden. I wanted to see the televised event of it, and I was watching Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. That was my first time watching it because I went to Madison Square Garden to watch the fight, so I just wanted to see it. My first time, I seen highlights, but that's my first time I saw it in the telecast of the Zone. So yeah, I just for the day, I just been, you know, really just doing my film study and stuff like that, watching some other fights, and I just started thinking. You know what I'm saying? I just started thinking. Yo, Danny, what's good, man? Philip, what's good, man? I was just thinking, like, you know, like a lot of people's always talking about ducks. A lot of people was talking about these fighters avoiding this fighter. I mean, look, and if you're familiar with the channel, man, what's good, Philip? I got to shout out the members. Philip, what's good? Punch. I voted Canelo worst duck. Oh, all right. Danny Medina in the building. Danny Medina, Mr. Moonshine. Okay. What's good? All right. I haven't even checked the poll. Let me see the poll. Hold on. Let me see the poll. Where we at with the poll? Who's winning? Bud, Duck, and Spence for BOK. Canelo last. Wilder is second, right? Bruh, what's good, man? He said Punch. Earl wasn't in shape to fight Bud. That fight was never happening. Okay. We're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna be talking about the thumbnail and the title of the But let me just say this also. Mike Coppinger reported today. Oh, that was what, yesterday? That Teofimo Lopez and Josh Taylor is in negotiations and in talks to fight in June. I already broke that story like last week. Like they late, man. I already broke that story already last week. You see, that's what happened. You see, they don't want to give credit to Mr. Moonshine. They don't want to give credit to Mr. Because I'm just a little sideshow, a little YouTube channel that don't know nothing and stuff like that. Can't break a story, no exclusive. Damn, man, they can't even give me credit, bro. And even the boxing, hey, yo, shout out to the boxing content creators that actually does check out the work. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Boxing Voice. Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV because, see, I know. Now, we all as boxing content creators could agree and disagree with each other's content, perspective, knowledge, or whatever it is. But it's still the duty, it's still the responsibility of boxing content creator. If you this boxing content creator that breaks stories and update your fans and update the subscribers are ready for an upcoming fight or whatever, or any boxing news, your job, no matter how you like it or not, if somebody got an exclusive, it's to check that thing out to keep up to, for you to keep yourself updated and for you to keep your subscribers and the boxing fans updated. That's at least that should be the responsibility, right? So, because Mike Coppinger, shout out to Mike Coppinger, ESPN, shout out to IFL, shout out to ID Boxing, whoever, all the people that's talking about the report that Mike Coppinger actually did for ESPN, the sports leading network or whatever. But I broke that story like a week ago. It was last week. And matter of fact, that just not was only last week. Teofimo Lopez Sr. came to the channel and said it to the people. Before I said it 4 days prior to he came to the channel and said live, why didn't the boxing people went and say, hey, yo, Punch Run Boxing, oh shit, Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez, they're going to negotiations, you know, reported by Punch Run Boxing. Why they don't want to do that? I'm telling you, there's some petty motherfuckers out here in the YTBC. I get it. It's all right. People, all right. I'm one of the haters out here. Okay, it's all right. It's okay. You don't want to give me no credit. Like little Richie. You don't give me credit for nothing. They don't want to give me credit for nothing. Damn, I thought you were cool with Bernie and Keyshawn. True colors revealed. Bernie is cool. What you talking about? Damn, I thought you was cool with Bernie and Keyshawn. I'm cool with Bernie and Keyshawn. Hey, yo, Bernie's one of the Bernie is, to be honest, is one of the few guys that could really talk that boxing ish. That yo, I remember when he was here in New York City, man. We was talking that for a good like 45 minutes, just straight boxing, the history of boxing. He really knows his boxing. He really is passionate about the sport of boxing. But what you mean? I'm cool with Bernie. Keyshawn Davis, my guy, man. I've been pumping Keyshawn Davis since before he turned pro. What you mean? That's what I'm. Don't tell me you're thinking tribal, Dub. Don't tell me because I'm saying that Bud Crawford and I'm putting him as one of the one that if he's one of the worst that duck undisputed, that means that I'm not cool with Bernie and I'm not cool with Key. That's what it means. So why Earl ain't? Oh, that's damn. Dub, that's how it goes. Hold on. Wait. My brother Dub. Because I have Bud Crawford as one of the worst ducks to one of the worst guys to duck a undisputed. You say that I'm not cool with Bernie and Keyshawn? What does that have to do with me not being cool with Bernie and Keyshawn? Like, huh? What you mean by that though? That's some tribal shit. Like, oh, if you ain't, oh, you saying that, so you throwing some shots at Keyshawn and Bernie the boxer. That's what you got out of it? Come on, man. We can't be. Come on, man. Stop. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. That's like me saying, hey, yo, Rolly skills is not up to par. Oh, see, I thought you was Teofimo Lopez boy. You know what I'm saying? So if I say that Rolly skills ain't up to par with the elite fighters, is just, and it's not just his tools ain't sharp enough to compete with the elite fighters, you're gonna be like, damn, punk, you ain't cool with T.O. then. Oh, come on, dog, man. Come on, man. We're going to break it down. But first, let me say that. Let me say what I was saying before when I'm going into the comment section. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button, man. Shout out to all the boxing content creators that are breaking it down on boxing logically and objectively. There's going to be people out there. There's going to be, man, Earl being afraid of Bud. It's hilarious thought. Earl being afraid. Rap Star Boxing Knowledge in the building. The voice of the UK. And I'm going to send the link too if people want to chop it up, because this is going to be, this is a kind of interesting subject. You know what I'm saying? Who is the worst fighter to duck a undisputed? Who is the worst fighter to duck a undisputed? And I put 3 guys. There could be more, right? But I got Bud Crawford up there. I got Canelo Alvarez, the 4th division world champion, the super middleweight undisputed. Let me give it an intro, right? I got Bud Crawford out there, the 3rd division world champion, undisputed at 140, currently WBO welterweight champion of the world, still undefeated, regarded as pound for pound 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around. Mr. Bud Crawford, is he one of the worst fighters to duck undisputed? Or is it Canelo Alvarez, Saul Canelo Alvarez, the cash cow of the sport of boxing, the 4th division world champion, super middleweight undisputed, aka King Nelo, aka Cartelo, aka Payday, aka get the fuck out of here, man? Canelo Alvarez, is he one of the worst fighters to ever duck undisputed? Or is it Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder? The former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, tied Muhammad Ali for most defenses in the history of boxing. Is Deontay Wilder one of the worst fighters to ever duck undisputed when he was going to be fighting AJ? Did Bud duck Earl Spence? Did Canelo Alvarez duck Demetrius Andre in the middleweight? Did Deontay Wilder duck AJ? And he picked the quote unquote, what people say, cherry picked Tyson Fury. He said Jamal Charlo ducked the undisputed. Nah. What undisputed he done? Crawford and Wilder, said Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. He said Crawford and Wilder. Well, let's break it down. Let's break it down just a little bit. So don't shoot, because I know a lot of these guys got fan bases in the YTBC and they come at you. So I already know I'm gonna have the Deontay Wilder fanboys getting mad at me right now. On top of that, pause, I got the Canelo Alvarez fanboys gonna get mad at me. Hey, yo, and then Bud Crawford fanboys, hey, yo, that's this content right here is like channel suicide right now, bro. This content right here is like, hey, yo, what? Punch is saying this about Bud. Punch is saying this about Wilder. Punch is saying this about Canelo Alvarez. Hey, yo, we unsubscribing. I know it's tough. I know it's tough. But this ain't no shade. Just because we say duck, just because we say avoid it, that doesn't mean you pussy. I ain't saying that. These are modern day wars, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. Maybe their team ducked them. Maybe their business handlers ducked them. Maybe there was advice to look the other way. But let's see. Did Bud? Come on, let's call it how we see it. Did Bud Crawford, Terrence Bud Crawford, agree to all the terms to fight Earl the True Spence? And did he pulled out of the negotiations and backdoor PBC to go to BLK Prime to fight David Avanesian? Is it him? Well, how about Canelo Alvarez when he beat, what was it, Triple G or Daniel Jacobs? You could pick, Was it Triple G? And then he was going to fight, and there was one belt left. Demetrius Andre, the WBO middleweight champion. And they didn't sign the extension because, of course, it was going to get ordered by Sergey Derevchenko and shit like that. But there was given a month and a half before a purse bid was ordered. So within that month and a half or plus, you could sign an extension so you could negotiate with Demetrius Andre, so you could fight for the undisputed. Did that occur? No. Or did Deontay Wilder? Let's put up the tweet. Let's put up the tweet. When the fight was a draw, I told you this directed to Tyson Fury. Look at the date. October 31st, Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was wearing the same costume he was wearing. I don't know. He said when that fight was a draw, I told you that I would give you a rematch. You know I was offered more money to fight Joshua than I was getting to fight you. Again, being a man of my word, I fought you like I said I would. Oh, so Deontay Wilder had more money to fight AJ, and he chose to pick what they say was a cherry pick gone wrong by picking the drug infested halfway house Tyson Fury. That's what we gonna call him. Deontay Wilder fought the halfway house Tyson Fury. The one that had an intervention, the one in rehab. He fought the rehabilitated, but still in rehab Tyson Fury. That's what they say, right? Joe in the building was good, man. Joe, hey, right? The halfway house Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder fought the halfway house Tyson Fury. He fought the Tyson Fury, them drug addicts that just did 90 days, and they'd be like, hey, yo, yeah, man, I did 90 days. You know what I'm saying? But they just fresh. They fresh. They still tippy toeing. They still thinking about it. They fresh. They not like years and years of sobriety. He fought the 90-day guy that just came out to visit his family, but he's going right back in the rehab. He fought the halfway house Tyson Fury. You know? Let's be realistic. Is Charlo a bigger threat than Triple G? Well, no. I mean, look, that wasn't the undisputed, though. The undisputed was Earl Spence versus Bud at 147. Canelo Alvarez versus Demetrius Andre at 160. In the heavyweight division, we have Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. So I don't know where y'all mentioning Charlo off of this. Andre don't even deserve to be mentioned on the list. Oh, no. Look at this. Look at this now. Look at this now. Come on, bruh. Come on, man. You see, people no. There was supposed to be an undisputed at 160. Don't run from that. Why y'all running from facts? I don't understand. Like this right here, it shouldn't even get nobody mad. It should be like, all right, let's see what Punch got to say. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like he's shaming my favorite fighter. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and let's be real. No, I was talking. I was saying to Ronaldo. Ronaldo said Andre don't even deserve to be mentioned on the list. We talking about Hall of Fame. What you mean? So that means because you're a Hall of Fame, you a right to duck undisputed? Because you a future possible Hall of Fame is all right to duck undisputed? Oh, that's what we saying? So you get a pass? Huh? So you telling me Tyson Fury is a future Hall of Fame. It's okay for him not to fight Alexander Usyk? Alexander Usyk is going to be a future Hall of Fame. It's all right for them not to fight one another? Huh? So we giving future Hall of Fame passes, and that's the reason why Triple G got a pass for not fighting, not putting in work like Canelo Alvarez put in work. Because he's gonna be a future Hall of Famer. He doesn't need to fight Charlo, Demetrius Andre. Let him fight Murata. Let him fight Murata. Huh? Come on, man. Mr. Sanchez in the building. Gracias for supporting the channel. Punch. Good looking now. Appreciate Mr. Sanchez. Am I saying something out of the norm? Why are people getting so mad? Talking today, more is bigger threat than today's Triple G looking slow and aged. Facts. But we haven't seen Charlo in a while. Charlo been out, and Charlo still got a belt. Charlo been out, and Charlo still got a belt. Triple G KO Murata, more struggling against Montiel. Okay. That's what you know what I've noticed, even on Twitter, I've noticed this. That when I say if I critique this, I understand this community, and I want you to come to Punch Drunk Boxing. I want you to be free. I want you to be free from the narratives of those other channels, and y'all be in the see the thing. This is the problem: is that a lot of y'all be channel hopping, and y'all actually most of the time y'all have residency in the channels that y'all hate. Y'all actually view the channel that y'all hate probably more than the channel that y'all support. I think the only time probably there's people out there that want to watch the channel they support is to see if the channel is going to debunk the channel that y'all hate. So I think this is the problem is because I see it on Twitter. I could say something about, oh, Canelo Alvarez could have done this. And right away, somebody, it never fails. A person will be like, well, what Charlo has done, or what Demetrius Andre has done. And sometimes I'm not even talking about Andre or Charlo, but if you say something about about Canelo Alvarez that just doesn't seem like you're praising him, somebody gonna come out, but Charlo ain't fight nobody. Ask Charlo to do this, or ask Demetrius Andre to do this. Like, it'd be funny. It's because these boxing content creators get y'all so mad when they shame Canelo Alvarez that you go to every other channel and then think that because they critique Canelo Alvarez, they hate Canelo Alvarez, like those channels that actually hate Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? Why Irwin ain't on there fighting for Thurman for no title? Yeah, but that's not undisputed. We talking about undisputed, guys. We talking about undisputed. It was Bud Crawford that left the negotiation table. It wasn't Earl Spence that left the negotiation table. That's why I got Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? It was Bud Crawford that left the negotiation table. Yeah, it was Bud Crawford that they said agreed to all terms. It's like Ryan Garcia said, I agree to all terms. If he left the negotiation table out of nowhere, then that means that, you know, he really didn't want to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. If you agreed on everything, agreed on all terms, could it be your team? Could it be you? But Bud Crawford agreed on all terms. So he was happy with how Heyman or whatever Showtime was giving it because he agreed on it. And then when he got another option, that's when he skedaddled. Let's not rewrite history now. Let's not rewrite history because it don't sound good. Deontay Wilder tweeted this, and it took years for Deontay Wilder to come clean. It took years, right? It took years because I remember when he tweeted this, everybody was like, oh, you see, you was the one that dug the Anthony Joshua. It wasn't Anthony Joshua. It was Deontay Wilder that said that it was Anthony Joshua. It was Deontay Wilder that said that I'm a bet on myself. Who was the one that said that? Just like Bud Crawford, I'm a bet on myself. Who was the one that said I'm a bet on myself? Who said that? Who left the negotiations or whatever and said I'm gonna bet on myself? And then years later, we see this tweet from Deontay Wilder himself. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. When that fight was a draw, I told you that I would give you a rematch. You know, I was offered more money to fight Joshua than I was getting to fight you. So why you ain't fight Anthony Joshua for undisputed? Can you imagine? Especially that we have found out that Anthony Joshua chin is suspect. If Deontay Wilder would have taken the fight, if Deontay Wilder would really bet on himself and fight Anthony Joshua, knock his ass out like Andy Ruiz did, then look, it'll be Deontay Wilder undisputed, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. He didn't bet on himself for legacy. He ain't bet on himself for legacy. Rider of the storm. Saludo, mi gente, mi brother. He said, you know people's going to tune in and disagree, so logic tells you discredit Nello once again. Am I this? Damn, man. It's did Canelo Alvarez avoid the undisputed at 160? Did he avoided it? I mean, y'all could come up, we could come with a bunch of excuses to make it sound nice and make it sound good, and you know, with the it was his team. No. It was Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, because y'all would say the same thing about Demetrius Andre and his business mishaps. Y'all always say that a guy like Demetrius Andre, yo, he fucked up on his business. He fucked up on his business. All right, Canelo Alvarez fucked up on his business. Everybody got business handlers, right? So if Demetrius Andre got to be accountable for his business handlers, then Canelo Alvarez got to be accountable for his business handlers, right? Are we talking boxing fair, unbiased, logically, and objectively? Are we? You know, that's all we are right here, bro. But fanboy, they gon' blame Hoya. Yeah, don't blame Hoya. Don't blame Oscar De La Hoya. Blame Canelo. Just like y'all blame everybody else. That's the thing is, man. Like, Canelo Alvarez is still accomplished. Canelo Alvarez is still going to be a future He's a future Hall of Famer. Canelo Alvarez is still the cash cow. But but he ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that you could critique him. And there's a lot of things that you could praise Canelo Alvarez. So don't get mad, y'all. He avoided Demetrius Andre. Bud avoided Earl Spence. All them years of Bud saying that I want the guys on PBC. I want the guys on PBC. I want the guys on PBC. Pause. When Thurman even sent him the contract, right? I even did a video. I said, hey, I wish Keith Thurman calls his bluff. He did the next day after the Brian Custer. He did it the next day. The next day, he sent a contract. And he sent two not contracts, but terms, 2 terms. And what happened? Did they negotiate? Nah. Earl Spence. What happened? He left the negotiation table. Let's be real. And then put it this way. Even if we didn't want to talk about the undisputed, even when Canelo Alvarez already got stripped, he was in negotiations with Demetrius Andre, and he skipped that negotiations to fight Kovalev for $5 million less. Come on, man. You know Canelo Alvarez been avoiding Demetrius Andre since 154. You know that. It is what it is, but we're talking about undisputed for now. But we all know that Canelo Alvarez has been avoiding Demetrius Andre since 154, since Canelo Alvarez was number one, the number one rank WBO, when he was in position to fight Demetrius Andre, and he rather fight Kirkland and shit like that. And then with Kirkland, he already had a Cotto fight, in the back pocket. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. See, one thing about Canelo, this is what it is. Why Canelo Alvarez, you can't with Canelo Alvarez, you can't stay mad at Canelo Alvarez. You couldn't stay mad at Canelo Alvarez because he did pull what Jaime Munguia pulled, even with Demetrius Andre. You was a WBO mandatory. You was in position for the title, and you skipped. You went somewhere else because you seen Demetrius Andre. Because you said, "Damn, that Lara fight was kind of hard for me. This guy Demetrius Andre is gonna make it hella hard for me." Shit, you know what I'm saying? You didn't want that back to back, right? So, peep this. So, the reason why people don't get on Canelo Alvarez, this is the difference between Canelo Alvarez and the other fighters that may avoid or duck, right? Or what you think is ducking or what you think is avoiding, right? That Canelo Alvarez, he don't fight Demetrius Andre. He fights Kirkland at the time. He was known for power, whatever. He beats up Kirkland, and then he fights Miguel Cotto for a mega fight. So then you look at Cotto, and then you look at Demetrius Andre, and you'd be like, fuck it, he's fighting Cotto, and he's moving up. So he gets a pass, right? That's why people give him a pass. That's why people can't hold him accountable that long, because then Canelo Alvarez is going to do something great. The same thing happened in 160, right? He didn't fight Demetrius Andre, but guess what he did, right? He fought Kovalev to become 3-division world champion. So people looking at it like, who's harder, Kovalev or Demetrius Andre, right? People will debate that. Yeah, at the end of the day, he traded legacy for legacy. That's why people don't stay mad with Canelo Alvarez, because he could be like, yo, what you doing? Why you don't fight this person? And then he moves up and fight Cotto. Then in 160, hey, yo, why you don't fight Demetrius Andre? But then he moves up and fight Kovalev. So in the while he may avoid something, he's still accomplishing legacy. You know what I'm saying? It might not be the next fight, but it might be the fight after. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think people don't get mad or stay mad. Isn't Duncan a fighter, the guy you can't beat, while fight guys at 175 if they bigger threats than Andre? I don't know. That's it. I think it sounds good, GG. You know, it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good, but all right, let's ask the question. Who's harder? Who's harder? Who you think is going to beat who? Makabu? Remember when they say that the Canelo Alvarez, they petitioned to fight Makabu or David Benavidez? What was a harder fight for Canelo Alvarez? Maybe now y'all gonna say Canelo Alvarez. I mean, Makabu, because what y'all seen versus Bivol. But let's be real. When they announced Makabu, everybody wasn't up for a Makabu fight and Canelo Alvarez. Nobody even knew who Makabu was, and everybody was shitting on Makabu when they saw him in that Don King when they had him in the DonKing.com fight. You know, right of the storm. Smash the effing like button. Damn, listen to Right of the Storm, man. Let me see what the poll at. Good looking out, man, with a super chat, man. Appreciate you, man. Oh, God, we got 50%. Oh, man, Canelo Alvarez, 25%, 27. Oh, shit. Hey, yo, now Canelo Alvarez is coming in second now. Oh, yo. Now Canelo Alvarez is coming in second now. Let's be real. Let's be honest, bro. You think Benavidez is ducking 175? I don't know. But let's stick to the subject, though. Let's stick to the subject. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if it's not accurate, right? Who's worse? Bud ducking Spence for undisputed at 147. Who did it worse? Canelo Alvarez, Demetrius Andre for the 160-pound middleweight undisputed. We haven't seen undisputed since Jermaine Taylor. A lucrative, and you know what's bad? That heavyweight, middleweight, and welterweight is your prestige and historic division, and we still don't get undisputed. That's what's sad. That's what's sad. That's why I have to bring up the heavyweight division, Deontay Wilder with AJ. In the 160-pound division, Canelo Alvarez with Demetrius Andre, and Terrence Bud Crawford with Earl Spence in the welterweight division. Some people will be like, yo, but what about the Teofimo Lopez? That for me, that was undisputed for me. And everybody, we all know that was undisputed. We all know. I mean, you could play semantics, you could play the political game, but we all know that shit was undisputed. We ain't even seen no 130-pound undisputed because Bob Arum said, see, I think with Shakur Stevenson, I'm gonna say that Bob Arum fucked that shit up because Bob Arum said that he don't give a damn about, he's not flipping the bill for undisputed. A 200-pound Canelo fighting Makabu will be crazy. Smash the like button. Wood versus Lava. This is weekend facts. I'm glad Benavidez and Plant are fighting. Plant, let me read a couple of guys. Okay, we're gonna chop it up because I'm gonna send a link. I want to know. I want to talk, bro. I want people to give me their. I want people to really, really be real. Stay on the topic at hand. I'm glad Benavidez and Plant are fighting. Plant gets big props for coming back from the loss to Canelo. He might get a rematch if he beats Benavidez. Yeah, I think that he deserves to get a rematch because remember, even when Canelo Alvarez beat Caleb Plant was undefeated and he was a champion. I think if he worked his way back up, I think he should get another crack at it. It's almost like when Nonito Donaire lost to Naoya Inoue. You know what I'm saying? And then he beat Gaballo. And he worked his back into position to get another unification bout. So, you know what I'm saying? If you could work your way back up and then you beat Anthony Durrell, and then you beat David Benavidez, and then a guy that people feel like Canelo Alvarez is going to have trouble with, and he beat the Mexican monster? Of course. Of course. That's just going to make Canelo Alvarez even win versus Caleb Plant even look better. If it does happen. Bro, we talking about Hall of Famers ducking other Hall of Famers. If Canelo would have ducked Triple G, then you got a case. But we talking on Ronaldo. What are you talking about, bro? I'm talking about after Triple G. Nobody said for Canelo Alvarez to duck Triple G. He won the belts from he unified with Triple G. What are you talking about, Ronaldo? We talking after Triple G, bro. After Triple G. What's wrong with this guy, man? What's wrong with y'all, man? What do you mean? So you trying to say there's a right not to duck? Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Let's not be hard-headed, man. We don't got a fanboy out here, bro. We don't got a fanboy. We don't got a fanboy. Leave it for the other channels, man. Leave it for the other channels. Come on, man. Come on, man. Damn, people get mad with the Canelo, man. You can't say nothing about Canelo, man. Diablo, mi gente, así no. Así no, man. Así no. As a matter of fact, I'm talking about after Daniel Jacobs. After the Daniel Jacobs fight. After the Daniel Jacobs fight. He could afford to meet Andre, bro. Right? Right, Ronaldo? Come on, brother. Should he have fought for Undisputed? Did you want to see Canelo Alvarez go for Undisputed like we wanted to see Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua Undisputed? We want to see Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury Undisputed. We wanted to see before the trilogy was announced. We wanted to see Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury Undisputed. We want to see Bud Crawford, Earl Spence Undisputed. We got Jamal Charlo versus Brian Castano Undisputed. We got Paul Butler versus Naoya Inoue Undisputed. You know what I'm saying? We got Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor defending her Undisputed. We had Erica Cruz versus Amanda Serrano Undisputed. We see Clarissa Shields Undisputed. We see Jessica McCaskill Undisputed. Chantel Cameron come on, yo, come on, man. Come on. Don't y'all want to see? We seen Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant Undisputed. Canelo Alvarez, if he would have fought Demetrius Andre, and let's say you think that he a bum, you think that he ain't good, he could have beat Demetrius Andre, and then he'll go to 168, become undisputed. He would have been the first male in the history of the sport of boxing, 100+ year of the Queensberry rule, to be a 2-division undisputed world champion in the age of 32. See, I was all for the greatness of Canelo Alvarez. I'm still for the greatness of Canelo Alvarez and the opportunity for the greatness for Demetrius Andre as well. It goes both ways. It's a legacy fight. It was a legacy fight for Canelo, a legacy fight for Andre, a legacy fight for Spence, a legacy fight for Bud, a legacy fight for Wilder, a legacy fight for AJ. But we want to pick and choose. Oh, no, because nah, man. They dropped the ball, bro. They dropped the ball. And then let's talk about A side. Is Canelo Alvarez the A side of that? So he dropped the ball. At least probably AJ was the A side with Wilder. Earl Spence was the A side with Bud. Canelo Alvarez had the power to get that fight to cross the finish line, right? You're missing your point. I give you props, Mr. Sanchez. At least you admit it. I'm a Canelo fan. I'm a Canelo fan, boy. And what? At least I don't hide. But people think that it's not. I'm not saying nothing bad, bro. This is what happened. This is what happened. He said, "You missing my point. Wilder and AJ and Crawford and Spence are bigger ducks because the magnitude of the fight. But we are talking about Andre like he a Hall of Famer. It's not a legacy fight. Okay, but Andre was a 2-division world champion. Now, if Andre, see the things, this is what it is. Andre, how do we know that Deontay Wilder was a Hall of Famer at the time when he ducked AJ? Because he still hasn't fought Fury at that time. So was Deontay Wilder a Hall of Famer before fighting Fury even the first time? Was he a Hall of Famer already? Was he a Hall of Famer? Come on, man. So now we not so that's that you so Ronaldo, you trying to justify it. That's why you trying to shit on Andre. So you trying to say, man, Canelo Alvarez didn't have to fight Andre to become undisputed. What about the opportunity for Canelo Alvarez to become undisputed? What about his opportunity? Wouldn't you want Canelo Alvarez? Oh, it's because you already have undisputed. But around that time, you wouldn't Canelo Alvarez to achieve something that he never achieve something that Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, and Oscar De La Hoya never achieved. You wasn't for it. See, I don't know. Even if you're a fan of Canelo, I don't know what type of fan you could be when you should have been upset like I was upset. I don't know, man. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I got you right here. I got you right here, folks. I got you right here, man. Let me see if I could pull this up, man. Let me see if I could pull this up, man. Oh, man. All right, man. Let's go to the WBO, man. Let's go to the WBO. Let's go to the WBO. Let's do a little bit of homework. Can we do a little bit of homework? Huh? All right. I should do it with the other laptop. All right. We're going 2014. Just so we can nip it in the bud. We're going to go to July. July. All right. WBO. Boom, boom. What's the category? Junior welterweight. Search. Oops. I said no. Junior middleweight. Sorry. Boom. There you go. Okay. HLD in the building. What's good, HLD? Brian Guzman in the building. Feel up in the building. 2014, July 2014. Your WBO. Got it? Who's the champion? Demetrius Andre. Who's the number one contender? Saul Canelo Alvarez. Jamel Charlo. James Kirkland. Who should fight Demetrius Andre? July 2014. Who should fight him? After their bout, Canelo Alvarez had a bout after July, right? Canelo Alvarez had a bout in July. Demetrius Andre had a bout in June. What should be the next fight? What should be the next fight? We in July. Let's go in June because let's go to August, so we can see. Let's go to August. Boom. Who's the champion? Neither of them have an opponent after July. Who should Canelo Alvarez fight? Who should Canelo Alvarez fight? Yeah, nobody want to talk about that. Saying when I be like, hey, yo, Canelo Alvarez been avoiding Demetrius Andre since 154. Don't you want a Canelo Alvarez to become a champion? Huh? HOD said Bud Super Duck Crawford by far takes the Duck Award of the decade. Shit, he takes the Duck Award. It's a good subject, right? What's good, pound for pound punch? What's good? Canelo wouldn't have 4 Benavides for the WBC if he ain't get stripped. We throwing about 2-division champion like he fought a real champion. It doesn't matter who he fought. He's still two-division world champion. See, that's what I mean, Ronaldo. You trying to hit you trying to like shade it. What about Canelo? Forget about Demetrius Andre, right? Well, but don't you want that Canelo Alvarez could fight? Put it this way. All right. Okay. If you wanna consider. I'm gonna give you the example. You know what, Ronaldo? I'm going to give you the example that you want, right? I'm gonna give you the example that you want because I think this is how you see Demetrius Andre. Paul Butler, right? Who did Paul Butler beat? Right? I'm gonna give you that example, right? Who did Paul Butler beat? Huh? You got a vacant title. They stripped Casimero. Got a vacant title. And then, but did he fight an undisputed? Did Paul Butler get the opportunity to fight for undisputed? Did Naoya Inoue look at Butler and be like, come on, man, fuck Butler, let me move up first and let me fight Stephen Fulton? Or did he say, you know what, let me get my legacy and let me fight for undisputed? Is that the example you want me to give you right there? But then Naoya Inoue still fought on Butler, even though nobody know who Butler was, right? Because you want to relate Butler to Demetrius Andre. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's relate Butler to Demetrius Andre, because that's what you want to do, right? Did Naoya Inoue said, nah, you ain't nobody. Everybody already considered me the man and stuff like that. Might as well take my 3 belts, you know what I'm saying, and go up and try to get Stephen Fulton now. Or did he go for undisputed? See? Come on, man. Come on, brothers. Come on, brothers. Look at that. He could have fought right there. Like he could have fought Demetrius Andre at 154. He could have fought him at 160, and he didn't want to fight him. That's just the facts. But still, Canelo Alvarez achieved greatness. The reason why people didn't stay mad, even me, I couldn't stay mad at Canelo Alvarez, even though I've been saying it since day one. If you've been following the channel, I've been saying since day one that Demetrius Andre is the more avoided fighter since Paul Williams. So, but the thing is, Canelo Alvarez avoided Demetrius Andre, fought Kirkland, who was a respected power puncher, and then right there he got Miguel Cotto. So you couldn't stay mad at Canelo Alvarez because you got Miguel Cotto, the legend, for a middleweight title bout in which Canelo Alvarez won and became a 2-division world champion. The same thing he did. He said he did the same thing to Demetrius Andre at 154, at 160. He did the same thing, avoided Demetrius Andre, and went up in weight class to beat the guys to beat Kovalev. He did the same shit. So it's hard to stay mad at Canelo Alvarez because Canelo Alvarez still became a 3-division world champion when he did that. So it's hard to stay because now people going to be like, but yo, he fought Miguel Cotto. Hey, yo, but yo, he fought Kovalev. So I understand why people didn't stay mad or didn't stay frustrated or wanted to diss Canelo Alvarez, because still Canelo Alvarez moved up and decided to take what was on paper or whatever a bigger challenge and probably a bigger fight, right? Said Punch, we need to start asking who these people beat to deserve a Canelo. No. That's a narrative, Manny. That's the same narrative. That's all I don't want for what? You know what I'm saying, Manny? That's a narrative. To be deserve a Canelo fight. Rocky Fielding, Yearjim, the Saunders, Conor Smith, but when it's Andre, Charles Benavidez, it's a problem. I know, right? Because that's a narrative. It's a narrative. Why people still, and you know what I'm saying? People love their narrative. Canelo Alvarez in power position, he could fight anybody he want. He could fight anybody he want. Imagine ducking a fighter who tell you in your face he taking the easy route by eating chalk with his advisor. Better this, if Inoue would have so-called ducked Butler instead of fight a better fighter like Fulton, I don't think fans will be mad. I just gave you the same analogy. That's what I'm saying. I'm keeping it real. Ronaldo. That's what I'm keeping it unbiased, logically, and objectively. I'm being objective about even the duck and the void of the Demetrius that Canelo Alvarez did to Demetrius Andre. The same thing, yeah. If Naoya Inoue would have gone and fight Stephen Fulton without fighting Butler, people would have never really got mad. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that people's not getting mad at Canelo Alvarez, because he still went to fight Kirkland and they had Cotto in his back pocket. They already arranged that fight during the Kirkland fight. They already had that in their back pocket. All he needed to do was beat Kirkland and get the Cotto fight. The same thing. So people couldn't get mad because Cotto is a household name, Mexican versus Puerto Rican, and Canelo Alvarez is still moving up to the 160, in which he became 2-division world champion. You still get props. So I understand that. That's what I said. So I think when people feel like I say duck or avoid, when people naturally say that, they'd be like, yo, he pussy, he's scared and stuff like that. Sometimes you duck to get something better. Maybe for Canelo Alvarez, he won legacy for legacy. He didn't go for the undisputed, but he still became a 3-division world champion. Now, people could take it how they want to take it. See, I respect the Demetrius Andre to the fullest. Maybe you don't respect the Demetrius Andre. You know what I'm saying? He barely loses a round. Shit. I think Canelo was on power trip at the time. Didn't want to go back and face Boo Boo for pennies. What you mean for pennies? Nah. Actually, the fight with Boo Boo would have been more money than fighting Kovalev. Canelo Alvarez took $5 million less to fight Kovalev than to fight Boo Boo Andre. Canelo Alvarez was going to get paid massively to fight Demetrius Andre. Both on the zone. Both getting paid well. Canelo Alvarez was going to get paid more fighting Demetrius Andre than fighting Kovalev. So money was never the issue. Money was never the issue. And it's reported. Go do your homework. He took $5 million less to fight Kovalev. Every fighter has 1 to 2 other fighters that they didn't fight that the fans wanted to see them fight. Facts. You know, I want to see Triple G versus Andre Ward. I wanted to see Bo versus Lewis. I wanted to see Marquez versus Morales. I didn't get those fights. I wanted to see Paul Williams versus Floyd Mayweather. I didn't get that fight. I wanted to see Thurman after the Manny Pacquiao fight. I wanted to see Thurman versus Floyd instead of Berto. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Canelo Alvarez versus Demetrius Andre. That's just me. I have a right to want that. I know. Let me know. Let me send the link, man. Y'all want to chop it up, man. Y'all want to chop it up, man. I'm gonna send the link, man. What y'all think about it? Let me know. Let me know where I'm wrong. I still haven't came up with the conclusion who's the biggest undisputed ducker. I just want to know if y'all want to jump on the panel. If y'all let me know. Y'all want to let me know. You know? If y'all want to let me know y'all opinions. Hold on. Hold on. Crawford ducked legacy for David Kardashian. Hold on. I got you right here. I got you. I got you right here. HLD. I got you right here, man. That's Butter Earl Spencer negotiation table. Oh man. Is it fair to say? Nah, that pick is crazy. Both of them motherfuckers ducked each other. Oh man, if it's fair to say he ducked Benavidez too. But now let's stick to undisputed ducks though. Undisputed duck. Not any other duck. Let's stick to the undisputed. Who is the undisputed ducker? You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to mention, what was the other one? We already got Jose Ramirez versus Josh Taylor. That happened. Who was the undisputed ducker? Was it Canelo Alvarez versus Demetrius Andre? Was it Deontay Wilder versus AJ? Was it Bud versus Spence? I think the biggest fight I'm gonna say that people was that the whole boxing world was like very mad about not fighting. I don't know which one. Maybe I don't know, because I remember that AJ Deontay Wilder, like that was a fucking content for days, right? At the moment, it's Bud versus Spence because it's bigger. Was it bigger than AJ and Wilder though? Was it bigger than AJ heavyweight undisputed? I don't know. And especially the way they would the shit that Deontay Wilder was doing and AJ was doing, they was knocking people out. It was like power punches after power punch. I don't think it was bigger than AJ and Wilder. I don't know. We're talking about and the thing is, around that time, you got to remember that boxing was in some type of coming out of its coma. The heavyweight division wasn't lit like that. You know, even when Tyson Fury beat Klitschko, everybody was saying that he was boring and he left. But Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, they really sustained the heavyweight division. They really brought it back. And they say wherever the heavyweight goes, boxing goes. So I'm thinking, no. I think Deontay Wilder AJ was bigger than Bud and Spence. I think people been I think you know what it is. I think that Earl Spence and Bud was big, but I think they're premature was talking about Bud and Spence. You know when people be like, "Hey, yo, they've been talking ever since Bud just moved up." Nah, because around that time Keith Thurman was the guy, and Bud was calling out Thurman, and Spence was calling out Thurman. And the people that was saying, "Oh, Bud and Spence," I think that was premature at around that time. I think they was asking for that fight prematurely, and that's why I think people were so frustrated. AJ was selling millions at the time. It definitely would have been what would have sold 2 million. Yeah, man. I think that fight really. I think if people feel that boxing was in a coma and boxing was dying, and boxing was not where it needs to be, that would have put boxing needed that fight. See, the problem with boxing is it doesn't sustain its momentum. That's the problem with boxing. We get a good fight, and then we don't get a good fight for a long time. And the problem is that there's good fights to be made. There is a fight right there. Like right now, look, that's why I said earlier the year, I said 2023 PBC is going to take over. People don't like it. Why people don't like it? Still, look, they mentioned that Deontay Wilder may be fighting Andy Ruiz. We got Thurman versus Spence, David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. We was going to get Jamel Charlo versus Tim Zhu. We're going to get a spring. You could sprinkle Al Heyman into the Stephen Fulton versus Naoya Inoue. So PBC is making some moves. You know, PBC making moves. Proud more because AJ has a strong following around the world at the time. Yeah, I think that was bad, bro. That fight still could happen, but it's a lot of egos. Who y'all blame? Talk about. Who y'all blame? AJ or Deontay Wilder at that time? Because to be honest, I was never really about the duck. I never wanted to call fighters duck and stuff like that. But since this community is so toxic and this is the language that people want to talk, I get it. So I do it for the community. That's why I'm calling these guys duck. I really don't feel like any fighter is duck. I think the business of boxing and the business handlers are the one that really duck fighters. I think every fighter is not. I think every fighter got the heart. I think fighters is not scared of one another. I think the business of boxing is the one that ducks. But since this is the terminology and this is the toxic of this community, and people like to point at the fighter, well, let's do the content that way. Let me see what Andre for Duck and Parker in general. We're talking about Undisputed. Sorry, we're talking Undisputed. We're not talking potential mandatories. Then I would say that Earl Spence is ducking Abdul Kokorov. That's what I mean. Like people look at what's the title, Geraldo? Geraldo, what's the title of the live? What's the title of the live? What's the title of the live? Wilder and his handlers decide to pass on a huge payday and huge fight that would have kept catapulted boxing to the masses. Canelo is the bigger duck of undisputed, and Spence is the biggest duck of mandatories. Shit, they not mandating the guy. That's the problem. Well, he put steps aside. I mean, he been paying step aside money to Stanionis, right? Who you know that's going to be another content. Who paid the most step aside money in boxing history? who who paid the most step aside money? That's going to be another another live. That's going to be another live. Floyd Mayweather is not his fault. Punch, you blind everyone with that picture earlier. Hey, put the picture up. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Let me put the picture. Bud Crawford and Earl Spence negotiations. Mira, hey, hey, ¿qué pasa con usted? Mira, Coco la fea. Hey, what happened? Esta tipa no tiene nalga. Hey, Coco la fea, vete de aquí, buena rullía. Hey, lávate esos pelitos de usted. Tu hiede, mami, tu hiede. Mira, límpiate la nalga, buena sucia vieja. Ustedes dos, buena enrullía los dos. Dame ver. Mira, tú tienes shit stains en those undies. Mira, mujer, lávate esa nalga. Buen fea. Oh shit. Oh man. Fanboy's gonna get mad. You're getting mad. Whoever's mad at whichever fanboy is mad, the Bud Crawford fanboys, Wilder fanboy, Canelo fanboy. Here, this for you. This for you. Take that. That's for you. Get out of here, man. Stop playing with me. Oh yeah. He said, hey, all you gotta say is paper plastic. I say paper because you can see it through plastic. Mayweather and Kell Brook. That would have been a good fight. That would have been a good fight too, man, at that time. Because yeah, they was talking about it could have been Keith Thurman or Danny Garcia or Kell Brook. Plus, you know, you still hit that just for the paper bag. Hell no. Hell no, Chucky. Hell no, man. Not her. Not her. Maybe Mrs. Fenderoa. Maybe that. Yeah, that. Maybe that. Never this. Never that. La mamada, la mamada, la mamada, la mamada. Mayweather ducked Margarito and Paul Williams. That's the fight that I wanted to see. That's the fight I wanted to see. Oh shit. What the fuck is happening? Oh, okay. Let me take this shit out. Shit, I want to see that fight. Naoya Inoue, Stephen Fulton, Deontay Wilder, Andy Ruiz, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia, Plant versus Benavidez, Tim Zhu Harrison, Earl Spence versus Thurman. That PBC is doing their thing of all these fights come out. I don't know what y'all talking about, bro. This is one of the see y'all gotta stay away from those channels a bit. Take a vacation from them channels, man. Take a vacation from them channels. Is always trying to let man. We get this. We gonna get this. We gonna get this. Gonna be announced. Probably gonna be the next. And we gonna get this. Shout out to Al Heyman, bro. Shout out to Al Heyman, man. You got to give credit what credit is due, man. Shout out to Al Heyman. I don't give a damn what anybody say, man. You give me all this fight. Hey, yo, props to Al Hamon. Oh, and Figueroa versus Mark Magsayo too? Man. Hey, yo, props to Al Heyman, bro. Props to Al Heyman, man. I don't give a damn what anybody else say. PBC doing their thing. PBC puts good stuff together. The only problem is way too much pay-per-view. Facts. But the fight is good, right? Look at the fight. Yo, even to end the year, what did we have to end the year? We did have a good, young, hungry lion fight. We have Frank Martin versus Michel Rivera. Wouldn't you wish that we see, look, if we could see Frank Martin versus Michel Rivera two young hungry lions that they could easily still manufacture them, right? But they didn't. It's like when they used to do it with Danny Silva Garcia back in the days, and putting him up against Lucas Matisse and stuff, just like they did at Keith Thurman, Diego Chavez. If they could do that back then, why they don't put Virgil Ortiz versus Boots Ennis? Punch, do you think Keith versus Earl Spence is Keith retirement fight? Nah, I don't think so. But I think all these guys are semi-retired. I don't think none of these fighters nowadays lives a fighter's lifestyle. I don't think a lot. I think one of it's few fighters like Bud Crawford. He lives a fighter's lifestyle. You can see he's always in the gym. Tony Harrison, he's always in the gym. Look, he's already in weight. He's already in weight. And he's training Alicia Baumgartner. He stays in the gym. You know, he got his own gym. There's certain fighters that stay in the gym. I don't think Keith Thurman stays in the gym. I only think he stays in the gym when he's contractual to fight. Earl Spence, you know that he don't stay in the gym until he's contractual to fight. So to be honest, these guys are really semi-retired, in my opinion. Back in the days when you took eight months off, they used to consider that retirement back in the days. If you know the history of boxing, if you took 8 months off, they consider you semi-retired already. So I think that Keith Thurman and Earl Spence are semi-retired. Maybe that's why it's a good fight. I think a lot of these guys, think about it. Even when Manny Pacquiao didn't fight for almost 2 years and for Ugas. Come on, he's semi-retired. You know what I'm saying? And what's semi-retired right there? That's the way I see it. You know?
Am I on?
Yo, D in the building. What's good, man?
¿Qué lo que hay, hermanito?
Dímelo, señor. Mira cómo está la gente de que with today's news, with the yesterday's news. Ya yo dije esa vaina a week ago.
They
see that?
They super fucking. You know what was tripping, man? You got copied just saying sources. And like, motherfucker, sources is senior, man. Punch Drunk Boxing, motherfucker.
Yo, even with the video, bro. Like, yo, it's one thing if I would say it, just say because before Senior got on the live, I did a live I did the live 2 or 3 days before that live that he showed up. That about Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez, because I spoke to Dave McWaters. So even then, bro, like even you can't, these people can't give no props, bro. They give no props.
Saltine motherfuckers, bro.
It's all right.
But yo, those who know, we know. Yeah, I mean, you just got to be on the Punch Drunk Boxing membership, guys.
Facts. But even it wasn't even a member. Like, I put on the member, but on the same day, that's when Senior wanted to come. No, I said it before that, but I'm just saying Senior showed up and said it. So right there when he said it, and I put it, and I know that, and I know a lot of people did see it because I put it all. I was putting it on Twitter. And there was other publications. The ring saw it, meaning Michael Montero. He saw it. You know, Steve Kim saw it.
They all saw it, man. They all saw it. Senior came on the channel. You know they're gonna see what crazy shit Senior gonna say. You know everybody tuning in and shit. So I mean, yeah, they all play themselves, man. You know, but hey, it was here first, man. Punch gave it out to his membership guys, and then he had Senior himself. So that's a fact.
Yeah, man, they don't show the love, man. See, I need the when Mike Compinger writes his article at ESPN, he needs to put the Punch Drunk Boxing. See, that only helps me out. That's why I'll be like, these dudes be effed up. Just give me my credit. Or probably even he could that Mike Compinger actually could have just used the audio. He didn't even say nothing about Teofimo Lopez Sr. You could have used that. But they don't want to. They don't want
to promote Punch Drunk. You know how it is, man.
They don't want to, man.
It's you got to be a certain way to be right by them.
Damn.
So I'm here on your topic, man. The Duck Award of
who you got as the undisputed duck? Only the guys that avoided undisputed. I felt like people may say, "Well, I don't have AJ there." I felt because Deontay Wilder even tweeted that he picked Tyson Fury over AJ, and there was more money in that fight and undisputed. So you picked you actually blew your own spot up. We got Bud Crawford that took himself on negotiation and went to fight David Avenesia for the BLK Prime, and we got Canelo Alvarez that his team couldn't sign the extension to get the undisputed bout with Demetrius Andre and shit. So who is the guy?
I'm not so I can't be surprised by Wilder because he cherry picked his way through every 10 defense titles that he had. So that's not surprising. Nor did he do so much to he didn't do all the bullshit that Bud Duck Crawford did, man. Simple as that. It was just all right. I chose him. That's it. Man, no, man. This other man made a spectacle. The man was, literally we just on the 1 yard line, like we were talking about Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. That's where these guys were. They were on the 1 yard line, bro. Just get it done, man. And no, I need a, So nobody no more to me avoided than Crawford. It was a whole spectacle of bullshit for a fight that nobody remembers. I mean, come on, man. That was sad. Diablo.
How you feel about?
Damn, man. That's rough, bro. Oh shit.
Who's worse, the
No, man, you fucked me up with that, bro. No, man, Mauricio never gonna speak to your ass, bro. Mauricio está jugando ese juego, man.
Yo, what do you feel about the? Okay, what do you feel about? Okay, what do you feel about the PBC potential? Well, they already announced certain fights, but the potential year for PBC, if all the potential fight, meaning if Wilder, Ruiz, Thurman, Spence gets announced, it still need to be announced. And what else? The ones that got announced already. Jamal Charlo would have fought Tim Zhu, but he got injured. But we're still getting Tim Zhu versus Harrison. We're probably gonna get Stephen Fulton, Inoue.
Isn't that already a done deal, Inoue and Fulton?
Nah, but they saying they in negotiations.
Mm.
But people do critique PBC to the max. What do you feel about PBC if they pull all these fights, the ones that they announced, and the potential fights that's in a verse?
I would have to say Espinosa's got to make these all fights happen. They got to happen. All this, maybe, coulda, shoulda. That's clout chasing the fans.
Ryan versus Tank,
right?
As well.
If that fight doesn't happen, and all these other fights don't, then that's just like false advertisement of the product that you're trying to sell to the public. You got to make them happen. If they all happen, hey, that's a good year. That's a good year for PBC. I mean, at least it would be a good first. All the fights announced that they're talking about will take us through the first half of the year, at least, maybe a little more. So that's a good year. I give it up to them, but they have to make it happen. It can't be with I mean, I'm sorry, Harrison and Tim Zhu does not take place of what would have been with Charlo, but we'll see.
Yeah, man. But I think these are good fights. I think all these good are realistic fights too. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
All these are realistic fights.
No, if they make them happen.
Brandon Figueroa versus Mark Magsayo. That's a good fight and a good risky fight for two guys that's coming off from a loss. Like they're not babysitting them.
No, they're not.
Think about it. They didn't babysit Michel Rivera to fight Frank Martin. They're not babysitting Mark Magsayo to come back from his loss versus Vargas and Figueroa coming from his loss with Fulton. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I think PBC, I did put on the member. I said some new money coming along. A lot of people looking at that.
We got the great fight of Rolly versus Puello.
See, I don't see that's a good opportunity, right? But I'm like, damn, I'd rather see Gary Antoine Russell, who got mandated by the WBA to get that fight. Now, I mean, Rolly just jumping, he jumping hurdles to get this fight.
Hey man, hey, props to him, bro, because he's the one making it happen. You know what I mean? I'll give it all credit to Rolly. and good for him that he's promoting himself better than anybody else on the men's side of the game, even with an ugly knockout, with Tank. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So good for him.
Tar
He
Heel, Tar Heel said, "While the duck of AJ got to be worse, messed up his big ass payday." I think he messed up a payday and messed up an accomplishment. Remember, he was the one that said Wilder was the one that said that I'm betting on myself. So he the one that avoided AJ, in my opinion.
But he didn't mess up. He messed up one bigger payday, but I mean, he made good money with Tyson Fury. That's
I
not
think, yeah, but they both made a fortune just fighting each other.
right. So
That's when the end of the day they gotta love each other. When they
yeah,
retire, they're gonna appreciate each other like Frazier and Ali.
maybe fighting AJ, and at that time, I definitely would have picked AJ to beat Wilder. At that time, I would have picked
Imagine
AJ.
and imagine if Wilder would have knocked out.
Well, if he would have knocked him out, his legacy is very much cemented, right? Uh,
Man,
but had he lost against AJ, will we have a trilogy like he had with what? Would he had made that type of money afterwards? You know what I mean?
depending how it goes. It's funny because the first, look at the first fight with Wilder and Fury. Nothing compared. Well, yeah, it compared a little bit to the second one, but I mean to the third one. But it was, I remember I was even tight because I wanted to see the Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. But then that trilogy is one of the greatest heavyweight bouts. We could say that it's one of the greatest heavyweight bouts.
right. Well, I mean,
Um,
but well, yeah, they were undefeated too, right? Everybody was undefeated. Or
yeah.
no, AJ
No,
wasn't
no, no.
undefeated. AJ had a defeat, right?
Well, Andy Ruiz. If
Yeah,
we would
was
have,
that?
if we would have gone with Wilder fight, now he would have been undefeated. Both
Oh,
of
he
these
would have
guys
been
been,
undefeated. So yeah, it would have. No doubt, it would have been a huge fight.
yeah. I remember I wanted somebody to throw the monkey wrench. Andy Ruiz threw the monkey wrench.
He
Andy Ruiz
he,
threw the monkey
he
wrench.
threw the burrito wrench at
When
him.
that shit fell apart, I remember I did a video. Somebody going through the monkey wrench, and boom, and I was celebrating. I was happy because I was so mad that the fight didn't happen. It's almost like the Earl Spence and Buck Crawford. Yeah, I want Keith Thurman to throw the monkey wrench. Yeah, I ain't doing shit. Fuck it. So nobody can ask for that fight ever again. I don't want to hear nobody in the YTBC asking for no butter and Earl Spence.
Nah, man, that ship has sailed, man.
Yeah, yeah. I agree, man.
Stop the bullshit with that.
They
You
too
know what I
old.
mean?
Well, not
I
too
mean
old.
the landscape was perfect. It was now, and it was now. We all know that the landscape of boxing changes immediately, fight per fight, and you can't be playing these games. So I mean, my man walked away from negotiations, and that fight is cooked.
Yeah, he's
And
done.
so if anything, Spence now has got has a big opportunity to really cement his legacy. If he goes up to 154, becomes undisputed there, there's a go to 160 and be undisputed there.
Mm-hmm.
If he does that, he surpasses a lot of people in the game with his legacy and cementing his Hall of Fame career at that point.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But man, but all the haters, oh yeah, you should have fought a Barboza, huh?
Look at
You
that.
dumbass motherfuckers, bro.
Like it's funny. It went from he's ducking Barbosa, that he's afraid of Regis to negotiating with Josh Taylor.
The
And now,
lineal.
and now everybody's like, oh, but I mean, Jack Catterall is going to be mad. Like, nah. You say he a duck, and look, and look at if this fight does cross the finish line in negotiations, and To, and I got more faith that this fight will happen. Even I got more faith in this fight happening than Bud and Earl Spence because
Oh, absolutely.
I know I know what both these guys are looking for. Taylor know that his most money he's gonna make is with Teofimo Lopez, top rank. That's probably the most lucrative top rank fight outside of Tyson Fury. They have the rights for Sky Sport, so even Teofimo Lopez wants to fight in the UK. It's gonna go pay-per-view UK and might go pay-per-view here too as well. So they're gonna get money. They're gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for Tio to fight Josh Taylor, is a fight that he been asking for even when he was leading up to the Lomachenko fight. That's the fight that he actually won. Nobody, think about this. Nobody call out Josh Taylor.
Nope.
Unless that Regis Pro is want to get his get back, but he's not even loud enough for Taylor fight. Nobody calls out Josh Taylor. Nobody have called out Josh. Nobody in 104 and 135 that's moving up is calling out Josh Taylor. Teofimo Lopez was the first guy to call out Josh Taylor. The number one guy. The undisputed. In my eyes, he's still like the undisputed one, right? Come on, man.
He said he had bigger fish to fry. Here it is, fools.
Sending me Nakatani, Richard Comey, Lomachenko, then beating Sando Martin, and then have a Josh Taylor in less than 20 fights? And people want to disrespect the takeover?
That's why I feel bad. I mean, that's why, you know, Barboza's a good dude. Let me just say that. Barboza's a good dude. But his manager sucks ass. His manager has sucked ass. Rick Promo, whatever the fuck his last name is, that dude is a terrible bus driver. He's been driving this guy's career, going around in circles and shit. And look at this. I mean, the man deserves a crack at Ramirez. Why is Ramirez fighting Comey? Is it Comey that he's fighting, right? Ramirez? Okay. Yeah, he should be fighting Barboza. You know what I mean? And to try to get that ranking up to the mandatory position. How is it that Teal did? Well, Teal played. Teal has the best matchmakers. Teal wants to smoke, and he lined up with the proper people who are in ranking position.
And they got the same people to petition and line them up. They got top rank. So everybody in top.
It's all talk. I mean, poor Barboza, man. This dude deserves a crack at it. He's a good dude. He's been, he gives it his all and whatnot, and I respect him for that. I don't think he's gonna be a world beater, but he deserves his shot. But because the way they played his game over there with, because Rick Promo is a guy who promotes Ramirez, Barboza, and Cepeda.
Mm-hmm.
He runs all three of those guys' career, and he can't give Barboza a crack at any of these guys for the top notch. That's kind of sad.
If he cared about him not getting a fight, he should have just matched him up with his own fighter. You're absolutely correct. If he's saying that nobody want to fight, no, match him up with Jose Ramirez, and that's it.
Teal wasn't lying when he said he had bigger fish. We all know what Teal wanted. I mean, it's no. Why would he fight Barboza? Nothing to gain.
Mm-hmm. DC chilling, said Barboza last fight. To be honest, Barboza, I think he's a good 8. He does good in the first 8 rounds, but I'm seeing it too much. He really gasses out. He started really losing. He's not efficient in those championship rounds of those 10 rounders that he be fighting.
Yeah, he either he gasses out or loses concentration or what, right?
Yeah,
that's good effect. But I respect him, man. I like him as a person. He's a good dude. But
he's been a pro. He's been of course, gotta respect him. But he's been a pro since 2013 in the same weight division.
Fuck, bro.
Weight division is like, look. I'm looking at the rankings right now in the WBO. He's ranked number 4 in the IBF. He's not even ranked. No, he's ranked number 12. Even Brandon Lee in the IBF is ranked above Arnold Barboza.
In the IBF, he's ranked below Brandon Lee.
Yeah, behind Brandon Lee, behind Gary Antoine Russell that started his career in 2016 as well. Teofimo Lopez is up. Look, WBC, he's ranked number 8. Ryan Garcia is ranked above him. Sergey Lipinets is ranked above him. You know what I'm saying? In the WBA, he's not even ranked.
I told Barboza that, and I've told him, bro, my man, this is you're managing people. Got to know how to play chess. You got to know how to where to go get the fights at, so you can get your position.
Brian said, "Yo, I hear a lot of haters saying T.O. shouldn't fight Taylor." Like, what? That's what I'll say now. Oh shit, I don't know T.O. should fight him. What? He ducking Regis. He shouldn't fight Taylor. People was crazy. It's true. Guzman. What? Don't you want to see the outcome? Don't you want to see former undisputed at 135 versus the best at 140? Come on, facts.
All these fucking haters, bro. That one particular channel been shitting on Tio, man. Oh,
You
you're
know,
never gonna get Taylor. Yeah, suck dick now, motherfucker. How about now? You can
you,
suck
you
on that.
you know why you know why they hate
Cause they
because
being paid. They being paid by Bill Haney.
but you know why people hate is because they see that Teal is doing what we urge all the fighters to do, but he's actually doing it. It's like, damn, yo, fucking he fighting Taylor, yo. Like and if he beat they looking at it, if Teal beats Taylor, the clout that he's gonna get. They don't want him to get Taylor. They don't really want the people don't really want him to get Taylor because if he beats Taylor, then
It's a tough fight, man. I know
yes,
it's gonna be a tough fight.
people will still be trying to catch. Look, let's say, for example, let's say if it's the Devin Haney Teo thing, right? If Devin Haney fights Lomachenko and he beats Loma, right? Then they'll be like, oh shit, he did the best, he beat the guy that's the best win for Teofimo Lopez. But then if Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor, it's like you're still not better than him.
Fuck no.
You're still not better than him. If Teo, I think this fight is gonna happen. But if it does come through fruition, I'm gonna be like, this is why I'm a fan of Teo. I don't give a fuck.
Under 20 fights.
He my guy, but this is why I noted from the beginning of his of how he was being moved and what he wanted. And look at the amount of fights that he has, and already looking at his resume. This was the guy that I've been saying. That's why I called him from the beginning. I said the captain of the generation, the commander in chief, because he was going to move his career. Legacy reign supreme.
Under 20 fights. Look at this. And now, and only is then his. If it happens, it'll be in his third fight in the new weight division.
He'll be think about this. If he beats Josh Taylor, his resume will be better than outside of maybe Canelo Alvarez, who better have the second best resume in boxing.
Probably.
If he beats Josh Taylor,
well, maybe
and he beat Loma in his resume when Loma was considered at the time the number one pound for pound. A lot of people's
I think we got to throw in Usyk in there.
Still,
if Usyk becomes undisputed,
no. Oh, okay. If he beats Tyson Fury, okay.
Yeah.
But if as of now, let's say if Teo beats Taylor, because think about it, Taylor never lost. He just vacated his.
No, he's considered
he's being
undisputed.
He's
a lineal champ.
He beats the best guy at the time in Lomachenko, and then beat the best guy at 140. Yo, I don't want to hear for real. I get violent out here, bro. I don't want to hear not one Teofimo Lopez hater. I don't want to hear a peep. All I want to see is praise, bro. Praise. Praise, bro. Praise. Oh, people gonna hate me.
And it's definitely gonna be it's gonna be a tough fight, man. I was actually watching today. Man, I don't know how many times I watched it already. Prograis and Taylor. Taylor is a good inside fighter, man. Being as big as he is, you know what I mean. So I watched that fight again. It's probably like my fifth time watching it. It's gonna be a good fight, man. It's gonna be a good fight because they're gonna be squared up right upon each other. It's not gonna be none of that, ring around the rosy of the, that people want to call that, the sweet science of boring boxing. It's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that. Everybody just saw how Amanda Serrano and this chick were going blow for blow, and everybody was hyped up for these women kicking each other's ass, and everybody was super entertained and popped up. Nobody ever been entertained by no boring ass going around running around the ring fight. So I mean, we know that Taylor and Teo is gonna be it's gonna be a good fight.
He's gonna make a lot of people look small, bro. And anyway, if Regis Prograis, shout out to Regis Prograis, but if Regis Prograis don't got to fight, he need a voluntary. Jack Catterall is up there.
They're talking to each other already on Twitter. I thought.
You know what? If I was Jack Catterall, I'd be like, if we could get this fight in May, all right, don't fight. Don't fight this up and coming fight. Wait for me. Don't fight this guy. And let's fight in May. They should make that fight. You got a voluntary bout. That's not pro bellum problem. I don't know if boxer has pro bellum problem, but I'm just saying, make the fight now.
No, they like I said, they were talking. So it looks like it looks like a very good plan B for Progray's up for it and Catterall's up for it. So
Pro J should be up for it because he's going to be iced out of Top Rank. So he needs these fights. He needs these are the best fights out of Top Rank fighters at 140 because Top Rank got that shit on lock.
yeah, and that's why Teal said everybody forgets about when he was, he wanted to fight. Then Teal didn't know probably the business side about the problems with Probellum, and when he was trying to call him out.
Yeah, that tweet was bad. That tweet was bad.
But he didn't know. I mean, no, but he was calling Regis out because he wanted to. Yeah, I want to fucking get a belt. Let's make it happen. But he probably didn't know on the business side.
He was given the information and then
Right.
he went into it, but he didn't.
His tweet said it. His tweet, what he messed up was saying that about fighting outside of America, but no, it's just fighting with Top Rank and Probellum. But he did say about the purse bid. You know what I mean? If it goes to purse bid, then it's going the fight will be mandated to the point that that some Top Rank has no say on that. But anyway, man, I think it's gonna be it's a great opportunity for Teal. It's what he always wanted to do, and it's a huge fight for him, man. It's a huge, high risk, high reward.
Yup. Shit, yo, if he yo, because I even told him, I said that's a way bigger win than even Lomachenko. Because if you was the underdog versus Lomachenko, he gonna be a major underdog.
He's gonna be like in the betting odds like a 500 or something like that, 800.
Yo, I'm rocking with I'm going to that fight, bro. I'm saving.
That's a flight, bro. I was looking at it like, damn, that's a flight.
And then if he beats him in the UK,
Diablo.
I think it's gonna be. To be honest, I think it's gonna be a war, bro.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a war.
Yeah,
and you can see that both of these guys are vulnerable and shit like that. Both of these guys could get floored. You know what I'm saying? Both of these guys also could see what both of these guys show me is they both boxers, but if you lure them into a fight, they'll fight.
They want to fight. They want to fight. They want to fight. They ain't about that chicken dance. They want to fight. So I would.
And the only thing I know people's gonna critique Teal because you remember after the Nakatani fight, he's like he don't want to fight tall fighters. Shit. So right here, that's the tall fighter.
But everybody he's fought is taller than him ever since, except for Lomachenko. Everybody else was taller.
Woo!
So I think hey man, good for Teal. He's doing what he's doing, and it's putting all it's all or nothing on this one, man. And we'll see where it goes from there. But Catterall is not squawking about the rematch with Taylor. He's not. So
I reported it when people kept on being like, no, but he got a rematch. That man didn't even hear his promoter. His promoter saying that's it.
Look, man. I know that Bruce Trampler did not want to. No, that Top Rank did not care about no Catterall rematch.
Of course, I mean
they always wanted T.O. and Taylor. That's what they wanted to do. You know what I mean? And so they're gonna put Teal to the test. You know what I mean? That's all right. You want it, you got it. But we'll see. We'll see what's the outcome gonna be. But they're definitely they're putting him out there. They're no babysitting. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And with his lackluster performance of his last fight, that caused a lot of whatever controversy, whatever it is. But he's still going for the gusto, man. That's what made me a fan of the man when I came back into watching boxing, man. Is this young man wanted to get it done. Fuck it.
Still doing it.
Like a crazy man calling out the big shots, and here he is, man. So good for him, bro. I'm looking for hopefully that they do get it done. And
I'm confident they'll get it done. If the only thing that could probably like push this shit back if Josh Taylor cannot get in the gym by next month. If he can't get in the gym, I think when he got hurt, it's been already 3 weeks. He was supposed to be out 6 to 9 weeks.
Mm.
So if he could get back in the gym by late March, then I'm like, You know, I think that's the only thing that was really going to be holding it up, because the money is there already. The money is there for both these guys. The money is there. The network is there. I think the arena is going to be there for them. It's just going to have to do with Josh Taylor timetable when he could get training. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be a big fight in the UK.
Oh man,
It's gonna be a big fight in UK. It's gonna be Top Rank's probably #1 pay-per-view of the year,
hell
outside
yeah!
of
And they're
Fury
going to talk shit.
and
And
oh
they're going
yeah, yeah, you know they are going to,
to.
bro. Because
He's
you know
a
how Taylor is.
pussy. He's a pussy.
Taylor gets ramped up too, bro.
He
I
get
give it up to that man, bro. He gets hyped up too, bro. He crazy.
yeah.
It's gonna be fun, bro. Hopefully
But
Teal just, I know Teal's got a new game plan in his head and how he's taking care of business.
And the good thing, I want you to even train out there in the UK, man. Leave everybody. Get the hell out of here, man. I want you to train in the UK too, man. I want you
Start
to be
running,
isolated like Rocky.
start running in down them streets over there.
Yeah, man. And watch, he gonna get a lot of love. He gonna get a lot of fans, man. And especially if he does win, he gonna get a lot of fans, man. It's gonna get a lot of fans.
And it ain't gonna be in that small arena that he fought Catterall in, right? I think it's gonna be in a bigger.
They gotta do in a big arena.
It gotta be in a bigger place, huh?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But yo, man, I'm about to call it, man. I'm hungry and I want to go to sleep.
Está bien, manito, man. Yo,
But
man.
good
Thanks for
looking
having
out,
me on,
brother, man.
everybody, man. Hit that like button. Join the
Hell,
membership. Get into the Drunk Nation. Get the first news firsthand before no fake Coppinger. Coppinger gets his information right,
Cappinger.
but he get it late.
You
Got
get
it
it
late.
late.
It's not
You
the
want your
first time either.
information early. You want your information early. You know where to go. You know?
Wepa. Punch, man, manito, man. God bless, man. Check,
You
peace
too,
out.
brother. Peace out, everybody, man. God bless. Hey, yeah, my brother. Yeah, Rap Star's live right now. Go to his channel. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.